What's going on? It's the RapNerd, and it's a new week, so you know what that means. It's time for another physical media haul vlog. And as I do with these videos, I'm going to start with the joints that released this week and then move on into ones that I just picked up randomly. So let's go ahead and get it cracking. So the first and only new release that I picked up this week was Woman in the Yard. This is a Blumhouse joint, and it's about a widowed mother of two that live out in the country, and this lady just shows up in the yard and proceeds to torment them. Now this movie is really a mixed bag. I've seen people hate it, I've seen people love it. I'm kind of in the middle. I like factors about it, but I think that the execution was a bit wonky, and that kind of brought it down for me. But overall, I still enjoyed it for what it was, and I really love the artwork on this. So this is the back. This is the standard version that you can pick up at Walmart. And I'm not going to open it because it is the standard. These typically don't come with any type of bells and whistles. So I really don't know why they call it the collector's edition when it doesn't come with anything that is collector-like worthy. But nonetheless, I wanted to add to the collection. It cost me about $22. And there's no 4K as of yet. What I'm hoping they're going to do, and what I've seen with a lot of Blumhouse movies, is they'll release a steelbook for it, because this film has wicked imagery and there are a lot of cool things that they could use for artwork. So fingers crossed that I get that. And again, it's not a movie I really would per se recommend, but I enjoyed it for what it was. So Woman in the Yard, I figured I would add it to my collection. Now this next movie actually released last week, but I didn't make a vlog because it was the only one that I picked up, and I just decided to wait till this week to show it off, and that is The Presence. And this is a 4K copy. There is a Blu-ray out there as well, but from what I've seen, the Blu-ray does not come with a slipcase. So if you are like me, who is a slipcase junkie for standard copies, just go with the 4K. And this is just a 4K disc. But I really like this art. And for those wondering about this movie, this is a horror film from the paranormal entity's viewpoint. So you are the ghost that's in the house, and it feels like a found footage movie, which adds a different type of freshness to the genre that I've not seen before. I don't know where people will fall when they watch it, because it does go into territories that you might not expect. And I enjoyed it for actually doing that. While it is a horror, it almost just reacts like a drama more so than a horror film. And if that interests you, or you still can't figure out what the hell I'm talking about, just go ahead and give it a watch. I don't know if this is a blind buy worth, but it is worth a watch if you're interested. So that is the back. I think I already mentioned that I do like this artwork. It almost feels like infrared view, which is cool because it's how it connects to the ghostly aspects of the movie. And again, standard, so there's nothing inside that offers any more goodies. So Presence, you can order it anywhere if you're interested. So now I'm going to get into the randos that I picked up over the week, and to start things off, we have Twister. This is the 1996 version, the original, if you will. And I have three different versions of this film. I have the regular Blu-ray, I have a 4K slip, and then I have this Steelbook now. And really, it didn't mean to go that way, to have these multiples, but I like Steelbooks more than I have before, and I said that mad times, that this year marks my true love for Steelbooks, and I'm really just trying to get everything I can on Steel if it's out there. And honestly, I like the 4K design better, but this is dope too. I like how you have the silhouette of the Twister, and you have Bill, and I forgot old girl's name. You turn around, and you have the truck and the cow flying around. And then that's it in its totality. Really, really dope. And this is just the 4K. And that's the inside of it. And this one I actually grabbed out of Walmart, so you might be able to pick it up. It's not a rare find. I've seen it online, mad places, and it costs about 29 bucks. So I figured I would go ahead and throw this joint right in my collection of movies. So Twisters. And here's another one that I have doubles for, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine. I have the exclusive Walmart pop-up slipcase version, which I think is dope. I love it. It's really similar to the Captain America one that just dropped, but I've always wanted this Steelbook, and the reason I didn't buy it at first is because they were selling it for $65, and I was not going to pay that much. But luckily, it dropped in price over the weekend. I'm guessing for like some Memorial Day sale, and I got it for 40 bucks. And I also had some Amazon dollars to use toward it, so it only cost me about 20 bucks totality. But I loved this Steelbook Steelbook design since I first saw it. Having Wolverine right here, Hugh with the mask on, that is iconic as hell. And just for that, I wanted this movie on Steelbook. So turn that around. And this has been out for some time, so this is not new or brand new, but I figured I would show it for the folks who've never seen it, because there are folks who haven't. And that's the inside. You have all the different Deadpools and of course Wolverine right there. And I kind of skipped over it, but here are the 2 discs. I always love when physical media puts different artwork on each disc to show like which one is which. So Deadpool Wolverine, I'm happy to have it in my collection now in Steelbook format. Now the next one that I did grab, and it was also on sale on Amazon for about $18, Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I have the Blu-ray Target edition with the art cards on it, but again, I'm a Steelbook fan more so than ever, so I figured why not grab it for such a cheap price. That's the back. But this has also been out for some time. I think this thing released literally in 2024 at the top of the year or the end of 2023. Here's the inside, and pretty much the art cards that I have for the Blu-ray are all of these images here, which I still think is pretty dope to have, so I'm keeping that too. And then on this side you have the villains of the movie, and then that's that side together. Really enjoyed this movie. This is super dope. It's one of my favorite animated movies that has released in New Year's. Yes, it kind of goes for a little bit of the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse type of art, but it's still different. It kind of feels undone, like how you would on a sketch in a comic book, and I love that about it. And I've just been a fan of Ninja Turtles since forever, so that's also a plus. So this next one I bought because I really wanted a Steelbook, and now I kind of regret it, but it is Longlegs. This is a foreign copy, I believe, an Italy version. And I bought this, like I said, thinking I just want a Steelbook for this movie because it was my favorite horror film last year, one of my favorites of the decade. But now there is an American release for Longlegs that comes with a translucent slipcase that I also pre-ordered immediately when I saw it. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna have 2 copies now. But all in all, though, I still think this is a pretty dope piece of artwork. You know, that's the front with Mama right there. And you turn around and you have Longlegs himself, which was the artwork for the initial Blu-ray and 4K. And you open this up and you have the Blu-ray and 4K discs here differentiating themselves again. And then that's the inside. The first sequence that was heart-wrenching as hell. And that's the Steelbook together. It's still dope. I'm gonna keep it, you know, because I paid for it, so I'll just have a double Steelbooks for this movie. Might try and sell it on eBay, see if somebody might want it, because this is rare in a sense because it's foreign. But either way, Longlegs Steelbook is now in my collection, and I will have another one next month. And the last joint that I picked up was this Piranha Steelbook. Now this is for the 79 version. I actually have not seen this one, but to be real, I bought it for the remake. I'm gonna put my remake disc in here as well because I absolutely love Piranha 3D. It is not a good movie by any means, but boy, do I have fun with it when it's warm outside. That's easily one of my favorite, like, warmer weather type horror films to get me into the season. And since that one doesn't have anything special, I figured I would buy this as a way to make it special. So there is a sequence that's very similar in the remake to this, so I feel like it still kind of works. So that's the back. And honestly, the piranhas in that movie look a lot like these anyway. It also works. And this art is gorgeous, man. Good Lord. I found it on Macari for like $24. So you really can't beat that. And then this is the inside. So with a dope ass design like this, I really cannot go wrong, and I'm happy to have it in my collection now. So those are all of the movies that I picked up this week. Let me know in the comments what you bought, whether it be a new release that I may have missed or don't know about, or did you go thrifting and buy you some DVDs, Blu-rays. I'm seeing a lot more collectors pop up showing what they picked up, and I absolutely love it. This sends a message to all of the companies out there that we're still out here buying, so please keep it up. And if you got this kind of content, make sure to like, subscribe, and if you already are subscribed, thank you. Until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy. Instead of banking on it, now rapping is just a hobby.